Okay, let's have a look at another area that needs attention. One area where I think that we can be sloppy is in our notes. So let's go and have a look at what some sloppy notes actually look like. Alright, here's an example of some sloppy notes. Called, no answer, interested in a bucky. This is for an auto dealer, of course. Sent quote. So it's very vague and very sloppy. So let's have a look and see what it looks like when we do it correctly. This is my template for great notes. Firstly, what we want to do is mention what the last action was, what was said and done, where the client actually is, what they said, what they decided, or what they are thinking, and then the next step, and of course a timeline as well. So what happens next and who owns it? That's very important. Okay, so now we are applying the template. Let's have a look at what these great notes would look like. So the first one was called, no answer, left voicemail about the 2026 standard bucky. Client traveling this weekend, expects to be free Monday. What's happening next is first showroom visit, looked at the mini truck standard, budget's 180, so that's within their budget. We know that from their previous notes. And then we need to send finance. And very important here actually is we want to then send 2 pre-owned vehicle options as well, just to cover our bases so that we also, in case the budget is not great, then we've got 2 other vehicles here. And then over here, emailed the quotes and we've chatted to them. So it's important to call the client here. And we then picked up that they are talking to 2 other dealerships too. So then we want to give them time to chat to their partner on the Sunday. And then the next step is to do a follow-up call on Monday at 10 o'clock. Okay, that's great. What does it look like when we are on track with what we need to do using our template? Discovery call made. It's a family of 4. They want a 10-day trip. And they want to travel in July. Their budget is 80,000. They prefer the garden route and 2 safari nights. Next step, draft first itinerary and send it by Wednesday by 12 o'clock. And it's also important to put there who's actually responsible for it so we know who's working on it. Sent version 1, this is Cape Town garden route. The client is excited. They're a little bit worried about budget, but they want to have a look at a option that might include mid-range lodging. And we will resend this by Friday at 5 o'clock and who is responsible for it. Then 15th of April, client reviewing the revised itinerary. We'll chat to the spouse this weekend, leaning towards booking if the flights are workable. So that's important information over there. Anybody reading these notes? Next step is to check the flight options and then email the 2 last choices by Monday at 9 o'clock. Follow-up call on Monday, the same day at 4 o'clock and who's responsible for it. These are great notes. Anybody looking at this particular customer here will understand exactly what's going on. Let's have a look at another niche. This is custom embroidery for logos and for businesses. Sloppy notes, asked for a quote, sent options, waiting to hear back. Very sloppy. We don't want to do that. What do we want it to look like? So we know that the customer's name is Fernando. Fernando sent an inquiry for 50 custom hoodies for his staff at his company. He's got a 2-color logo front only, needed by end of May, so it's giving the timeline. The client is unsure about exact sizes, so we'll give him a size guide and we'll send that by 11 o'clock tomorrow. We've then, the next day, emailed 3 quote options, standard and premium organic cotton. Client leaning towards standard but checking budget and he wants to check in with his team. Next step is to send a follow-up email and we want to possibly give them a call as well by Wednesday, 3 o'clock. All right. Then on the 17th here, client has confirmed the order. We've got 50 standard hoodies. Final sizes have been confirmed. 50% deposit invoice sent. Next step is mark as in production once payment reflects. Expected completion due date 10th of May. All right, perfect. So those are fantastic notes. Anybody looking at this particular customer will fully understand what is going on. Okay, last thing we want to do is just tidy up. So this person over here for the auto industry, we're going to move into in discussion. And Fernando, we're going to move into in discussion as well. All right, fantastic. Hope you enjoyed that and we'll catch you on the next one.